Hi there guys, hopefully you are all doing well. We have another special little find behind me here. It's an Alfa Romeo 159 Ti, but this is the super special one because it is the TBI and it's also only done about 82,000 miles, something like that. So let's have a look around it and see what needs doing to it. Unfortunately, it is a little bit neglected. It has pretty much been off the road since CO VID. And unfortunately, or fortunately, it has been MOT'd still, but it has been fairly neglected and just laid up. So we need to go over it, get it all ready and get it up for sale. Other than it being extremely dirty and needing a good wash and polish, everything is okay. We've got 4 good tyres on it. They're not cracking. They are some cheap budget ones on the front. So say the bodywork, from what I can tell, looks okay. A few little marks on it, but I'd imagine most of those are going to come off when you wash it. Michelin tyres at the rear, so that's not too bad. The worst bit is the rear bumper. That is going to need repainting because something's going on with it at the back here, and it's like gone all rough and textured, so that is going to need to come off and be repaired. A little bit of damage on the rear badge there, but that will stay as it is. None of the lights are cracked. Same on this side. We've got nice twin tipped exhausts. Again, is it a Michelin on this side? Yes, it's a Michelin on this side. No damage, no signs of rust on the lower rear arches. Just needs a good clean and polish because that looks really quite dull, but we'll get some life back into it. And yeah, everything else on the outside, yeah, it's all there, and hopefully it's all working. So let's have a look on the inside. Now I do love the seats in the TIs because they are extremely comfortable. These are heated. Could do with a little bit of colour restoration along there. But generally, it's all okay. Let's jump in and show you how quick it starts. Well, it's on 86,455 miles. Considering that's not been run too long, the engine actually sounds pretty good. It is missing the stereo, so we'll have to chuck in an aftermarket one in there. We'll have to see what we can do. We need a bit of fuel. We need to put a brake light on it. And that is pretty much it. We've got some service history with it in here. And we've also got, hopefully, everything in here. Yeah, it looks like we have, including a service book. So we can get the service all up to date by giving it a full thorough service. Another cam belt and water pump. I actually saw this car probably, it was during CO VID, because I don't think we can say it. And I did a cam belt on it, so we're talking 5 years ago now since they did a cam belt on it. We have got the receipt in there for it. So it is due again. As it's a TBI engine, they are a little bit more involved in doing the cam belts on them because you do need to use the locking tools because the timing is that precise on these. You can't get away with bodging it with Tipex. So we'll get onto that after when it's on the ramp. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else on the inside appears to be working, and I do love that the facelift TIs has got drop-down seats. So when we went to pick it up, there was a dead battery on it, and I forgot to bring my jump pack with me. But luckily the customer had another battery, and we were able to jump into the boot to get the battery. So we're lucky on that one. So let's get her on the ramp and we'll see if it's got the dreaded rust problems underneath. Quick look under the bonnet first. I'm hoping the under tray is in the boot because it's not there at the minute. Let's go and have a look anyway.
And there we go, it was in the boot after all.
Everything is present and accounted for other than a little bit of dirt. We swapped the battery out, so that is why that is all loose. We've just got loads of grime, so that's going to want a good clean under here. Nothing else to report here, so let's get it up in the air. Right, looks like it's had a new wishbone at the front. Spring looks okay. No rust that I can see under there. The rear has got e-back springs fitted. Again, brakes are all fine on that, just need cleaning up. Shot of the nice exhaust. Again, e-back on the back of this one. Brakes just corroded, a little bit of lip on the disc, but the pads have probably about 50% left in them. And the last corner again looks like it's had a wishbone. That front spring doesn't look that old because it's not that corroded. And again, no rust underneath here. Right, from the back, we've got a little bit of rust coming through on the towing eye, but we are going to treat the underside before it goes out. The Y piece on the exhaust isn't in the best condition, but it's not leaking at the moment. Back boxes are all okay. Rear suspension, all looks okay. A little bit of rust on the arms, but it's not that bad at all. Same on this side, looks pretty good. Floor pan, we can pretty much just skip over this because we know that's all going to be fine. Because these floor pans, I've never ever seen one rot that bad, to be honest. The worst bit, we shall see now if it has got a problem here, which it hasn't, luckily, because it's got no under tray on it. The front subframe is in pretty good health. Obviously, I will give it a coating or something before I send it off on its way to a new owner. But generally, that looks pretty good. So overall, I think this is going to be a really nice car. Cam belt water pump service, give it a little bit of Dinitrol covering on the underside or wax oil of some type, paint that rear bumper, give it a good valet, polish, away it goes. So this one shouldn't take too long to get ready. So let's order the parts. You'll join me in a minute when we strip the engine down doing the cam belt. You're now joining me a couple of days later. I am installing the cam belt. I've put the new water pump on, if you can see it down there. I've put the new water pump on, tensioner, cam belt is on, all tensioned up. I've rotated the engine once. So now we just need to see if all the timing tools go back in. Right, they're in. Do they all line up and do the bolts go back in? Sorry you can't exactly see very much here. That one's gone in. And one more and I will be happy. Yep, that one's gone in. So there we go, both the timing tools are back in. So we can put it all back together and then get it running and then we give it a good service.
The oil is still really clean. Could have probably got away with not changing that. Damn, but a shame I'm too honest. Clean off all the dirty oil marks now. Unfortunately, where the oil filter is located, it does make a little bit of a mess every now and again. Okay, I have now finished the service. Added a nice juicy 5 litres of Selena oil.
All good, just left to paint that rear bumper now. So it's all been done now, demasked. It's all looking pretty good. Just a little bit of dust in it, nothing major at all. There is one sort of a little imperfection there which I'm going to want to polish up, but generally that does look usable still. But the rest of it is perfectly fine. So now we just need to let that dry overnight. We can then polish the rear bumper and then give the rest of it a good clean and then get it off for an MOT and get it up for sale. By the time the rest of the car is cleaned and it's all had a polish, the colour match should be perfectly fine because it is covered in lots of dust and debris from years of abuse.
So a few days later again now, it's all MOT'd, no issues passing the MOT. I've given it a quick spit and polish and it's come up quite well. I have now listed it on Auto Trader. The link will be in the description below and I think I've priced it quite fairly. So take a look if you're interested and we can see if we can get you into this car. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this video doesn't have a proper ending because I got the lurgy today and I couldn't be bothered in filming anymore. So sorry about the bad ending.